Christian talk radio station.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. And one of my favourite bands in town joins us for the second time on one of my programmes. They are Metarust, and believe me, 2023 is absolutely flying for these guys. Great to see Safe once again, singer, guitarist with Metarust. How are you doing, man?
Good, how's it going?
Great to see you. Samir, drummer on my left.
Hello.
How are you? As cool as ever. And as I mentioned when you walked in, leave the kicks. Yeah, leave the kickers for me. And we've also got some bass player Marwan, who joins us as well. How are you, Marwan?
Great, Mark. Lovely to be back.
Yeah, how are the headphones now? Are they okay?
Yeah, they're fine. I hope it doesn't happen again.
I know they're all crumbling and falling apart like 30 seconds before we're going into the interview, but they're good to go now. So, 2023, what a year it's been. You've got something there on the desk, Safe, that I just want you to hold up to the camera, because you must be so proud. There we go. Just hold that up a little bit higher if you can.
Okay. Yeah.
That is Best Band of the Year at the recent Musivv Awards. Just talk me through that night and how it felt to win that.
It was surreal. It was actually, we didn't know what to expect, you know, like we've known Musivv for a while. They're great people. We love interacting with them.
Yeah.
And when we found out the awards are happening, we didn't know what to expect. We found out it was where it was, and it was incredible. We went in and it blew our minds. We didn't expect it. The performances were amazing. The setup was amazing. The visuals were amazing. Everyone who took part of it in it was amazing, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it really is a great platform, isn't it, for local music that's all written and produced here in the city of Dubai. You were all dolled up with the tuxedos on, weren't you?
Yeah.
Looking really cool. What was your thought on that night?
We just wanted to give an impression, but at the same time, it was kind of like a nice reunion, even if some of us have never really met each other outside of online.
Yeah.
Because there were some people that we met from the industry that were meeting them for the first time, but then we saw some familiar faces. Chris from The Fridge, the guys from Callous Minds, the Barco Studio.
They all came together.
They all came together, and it was like a nice little reunion for all of us, just to celebrate, independent artists and everyone that's kind of within the Musivv umbrella. Really.
Yeah. Marwan, how did it feel when your name of Metarust was read out?
Absolutely unexpected, to
Really?
be honest. I think we were all going into this, with zero expectation. We were just like,
Why?
we're happy
Why
to
do you
be-
think that was?
Because everyone there was like musically, everyone there is as talented. Some of them are even, I would say, more talented than what we do. And we were like, yeah, we do have a chance to win, but the competition is fierce.
It's tough.
You know, so we were going in there like, we're so glad to be nominated for something. Like, I had a friend tell me, after I told him we won the award, he was like, a lot of people do this for their entire lives and they never get recognized for any of this. So the fact that you guys managed to do this alone is, a pretty good deal, and you should, be proud of that and be happy of that, So I was ecstatic when they said Metarust. I was like, wait, what? That's us.
How did the social media explode the day after? Yeah.
It blew up. A lot of people congratulating us, a lot of people saying we deserved it, a lot of people who were there as well, so many people that, again, like he said, a lot of people that we've interacted with only online, we see that, they were there, they were recording us, everyone was saying we deserve it. We were very grateful for the outcome and how everyone responded to it.
Yeah. I know a young lady that's been in the studio, Alia, did really well as well. Emirati British singer who is really making big waves. And there's so many Emiratis now, isn't there? That maybe they're half Emirati, maybe they're full Emirati, but they're really making some good music now.
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing everyone from our culture kind of showcasing, especially the creative youth of UAE and what they have to offer. That's what I keep pushing full force. I've seen Alia perform. I think the Musivv Awards was my second time seeing her, and it just blows me away every time I see her. She's only 17, 16. And she can sing like that.
Yeah, very cool R&B. Yeah. So, last time I spoke to you guys, you were doing a gig at The Fridge and you were very excited about it. I saw videos online. It obviously went really well. But what's been happening to you guys since then, as well as the award?
I feel The Fridge was another level. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was a great way where so many people came together for the same reason, and we saw so much support, and it's been amazing ever since there. We're getting people posting that, they're listening to, how I would post that I'm listening to any other band in a day-to-day or at the gym. People are listening to us, which is so surreal. And the fact that we see people going out wearing our merch, or people going out listening to us. That it's incredible, especially since the fridge.
That was going to be my next question, the merch, because you've launched yourself a line of T-shirts, which is amazing. I'm just going to hold that up to the camera. I hope they can see that. And the back is even more amazing as well, of this T-shirt for Metarust. And people that know me know that I collect rock and roll T-shirts and have a ridiculous amount. Now, when it comes to local bands, I've got a Nerve Cell T-shirt, which are a great band, but now I've got Metarust as well. So very, very happy with that. What made you want to launch your own merch, and how was it? You know, I mean, that's kind of the business angle of the music business, isn't it?
It's kind of, it was drawn from, you know, showing that I can bring some kind of legitimacy to our dream rather than just, you know, offering music, which is everything's virtual nowadays. We wanted to get some tangibles. So we thought that the next step is getting some shirts, getting some merchandise, things that people can help represent us. So we did like a few testers when we started, like a song of ours that came out a couple years ago was called Atone, where we just made a shirt based on that, and it just immediately like sold out like hotcakes. And then now every few gigs, we have like these new shirts that are designed with collaboration with Style Your Armoire, where we have friends of ours, family of ours, actually selling the merch at the gigs on the side. And like the fridge gig, the support blew us away, where people were actually lining up at the merch table, lining up to the point that we still get till this day people messaging us for certain sizes of certain shirts, and we're just like, we're out. We don't know what to do.
Sorry, we don't have any more. That must make you feel great, that you know, that people, as well as interested in your music, are interested in collecting collectibles. I'm sure we'll probably have little Funko Pops faces of you guys coming up as well.
Hopefully.
That's a good idea.
We're working on a deal with that. We'll try to get that. It'll be like Metallica and then Metarust.
I think I've tapped into something there. Let's just remember that gig at the Fridge. Here's a little clip of that great night.
You played everything already.
What's that?
You want it to start? Make some noise! Make some noise! Outside away again. Don't know how long it's been since I last tried to deeper the same mistakes. I thought I'd handle it, keeping it to myself. Even I can't break it. No one was so upset.
Oh, that's Metarust. It sounds like you lifted the roof off the Fridge that night.
It was.
Talk about an enthusiastic audience.
You have no idea, especially as soon as we started playing this song, especially hearing them sing it back to us. Not expecting it, of course. We see a crowd, we're like, okay, we're still introducing ourselves as Metarust. But the fact that they were singing it back to us, it was incredible.
Surreal, yeah. I mean, it's like you're up there with the Elton Johns and, singing songs back to you. It must feel amazing.
It was that opening chords that you heard, that little synth that you hear in the beginning, was just me. Like, I just strummed it, and I'm just taking a sip of water just to tease something else. And throughout the whole night, this was like one of the last 3 songs we played. There was people, I remember seeing like crossing their fingers just like this, and I'm like, what are they waiting for? And then when this song came, they erupted.
Really?
They started screaming, and if you hear it back in the videos, they're just singing it so loud. You've been good. Me and Sam are lock eyes, and we're just like, what is
just
happening?
Tell me about this song.
So Y.B.G is it became bigger than we thought that it would.
Really?
It was just a song that I came up with in a live stream that I sold it to Samer and Marwan, and we all kind of took on it and built it up into a full like story basically, and following the similar kind of format that we're trying to establish for ourselves. But we didn't expect it to hook onto the audience as much as it has. And it's reached the point that it's crossed 2,000 streams on Spotify.
Is that your strongest song, would you say?
The strongest and the quickest that we've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The quickest response, because we just released this song mid last year, and it's already reached 2,000. When we have songs that we've released in 2019 that have still yet to reach that level.
Number. Yeah. Well, fantastic. Must have been an amazing night. We're going to come back and talk more with the band Metarust. Look forward to their plans. And our producer has been putting together some quickfire questions for the lads today. So we're going to find out a little bit more about them.
This is Dubai Eye 103.8. You're listening to the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
This is Lloyd's Sunday Lunch on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Yeah, I hope you're having an amazing weekend. I certainly am, as I've got one of my fave bands in at the studio. Saif, Samir and Marwan, the 3 members of Metarust. Just tell me that story one more time about the name of this band. I think it's got something to do with a science class.
Yeah, so this is after Metallica came to the UAE for the first time in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And it was in midweek, and all we could think about was the Metallica concert.
Right.
So the day after, we had like a pop quiz that we had to go to because the teacher caught wind of that. And while we were in the class, just all we could think of was the concert from the previous day. And the 3 of us have been a band since we were kids, since like I'd say 2009, and we've always had like a series of name changes. But this time, like this is when 2011 was when I was like, I'm gonna start social medias. I'm gonna get my cousin to make a logo for us and everything, but we need a name. So I was in chemistry class, and it was like it was something to do with the effects of rust. So eventually, I was just writing the names like yes, no, yes, no. Then eventually, Metarust was the name that like circled, and
I think it encapsulates your music perfectly. Yeah. You know, it's edgy, it's strong, it's rusty.
Exactly, and it's vintage.
Rusty and vintage. Yeah. I mean, did you immediately like the name when you heard it?
For sure, I was sold on it, and I know we were in talks about changing the band name because again, we had like 2 prior band names, and we would keep here and there about it, and we weren't sure with our image yet. Even we weren't sure with what kind of music we were gonna we wanted to write, how we wanted to look when we perform. And I think everything started slowly coming into place after that Metallica concert, and especially after Saif and Marwan decided, let's go with Metarust.
That's the name. Yeah. Did you feel it was kind of a turning point, when you got that name and you really found your identity then?
Yeah, I think that's when it started. Otherwise, it was just, a bunch of kids trying to have fun with music, right? Having a blast. And it was definitely a lot better than the previous names that we've, come up with. And it was sort of the starting point of, this might be something that we are going to do for the rest of our lives. Yeah. Although it wasn't, fully formed yet. But then after we grew up a bit more, and now here we are, it's fantastic.
You're winning awards, and I predicted earlier on this year, I was asked to put together on a little video some of the artists and bands that I thought were really going to come through this year, and funnily enough, you guys were on it, and I was spot on with that award. 2023, what do you want to do with it? How do you want to develop Metarust?
We want to expand more to the region. I would say start small, baby steps a little bit, because we have kind of reached the ears of people of bookers and fellow musicians in the Middle East, in Bahrain and Saudi, and they've grown a liking to us, and we've been kind of sharing the music with them, even from the Kuwait scene, and it's kind of that it's reached a point where we feel like we've been a good name enough that people have been coming to us and asking for us to perform in their venues, rather than which we started out for, like, at least from the last half year, which was just sending out feelers and just being like, if you can give it, here we are. Would you give an opportunity for a band only playing original music? Yeah. And so far, there's been more openness to that, and we've seen it's kind of lit a fire with other bands. There's bands like Callous Minds and Triton that have just been. It's kind of lit a fire with them, seeing that I hope that they see the success and the recognition that we're getting, and it makes them want to reach that as well, and which we're only pushing for as well. We want to help grow the UAE music scene and try to expand it even out to the Middle East, to just showcase to the world that we have our own eclectic, easy for me to say, type of genres that exist in this region. You can't really pinpoint the kind of music, the kind of genres to each region, but we have these kind of characters within each band, and we have something. Each of us have something to offer.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned genre there. How would you describe the music of Metarust?
I feel like it's hard to find somewhere where we sit. Like, I feel like Saif describes it in the same best way, where he goes, we're sometimes a bit too heavy for the casual metal and rock listeners, but we're not that heavy enough to be called like, you know, the modern metalcore scene. But we've been called many things. We've been called indie metal. Been called punk. We've been called alternate metal. We like to call it our own thing.
Yeah.
Or we're Metarust.
It's the Metarust.
Yeah.
Vanity. Talk to me about Vanity.
Oh, so I guess it's the way that we wrote it. It's part 2 for Ego. So we have a song called EGO or Ego.
Okay.
Right. And Vanity is sort of the part 2 of that song, because a lot of people, that was before Y.B.G. I would say that Ego was like our most popular song.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were requesting on social media, it's like, oh, where's Ego part 2? Where's Ego part 2? And we're like, you know what? Here it is. And that's it.
Right, let's have a little clip of this one. Once again, this is Metarust. It's their latest single. Is this available yet?
Available everywhere.
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 Even around the corner shop.
Around
you
the
can
corner,
get it,
upstairs, downstairs, everywhere.
Vanity. So there's a little clip of Vanity then from our band Metarust. You guys make a big sound for 3 guys, don't you?
Don't we? Yeah. I feel like it came in a lot with also since we're all like, because we do everything in-house, we try to discover our sound ourselves and we experiment a lot. And I think we've managed to build a huge band's sound with just the 3 of us.
Yeah. And I think the power trio really works for you. I can't see you pulling in a keyboard player or a horn section or anything like that.
But we wouldn't be opposed to it. But like it doesn't go without like some extra help. Also, we've had this song Vanity was co-written by us and our friend Noah Hani, who's basically like the 4th member, basically, who is kind of like the Rick Rubin of our band.
Okay.
Anytime that we're stuck in a rut or something, he's kind of like our producer that helps us navigate. Anytime that we have like a writer's block, so he helped co-write this song, and he was eventually like, we're thinking Ego too when we think about this.
Right, I'm going to throw a few questions at you. We're going to get to know you a little bit. Fashion must have.
Fashion must have?
Yeah.
A lot of zippers.
A lot. What about over here? A lot of zippers there. Fashion must have.
You wear your personality on your sleeve.
Sunglasses.
So, you like the shades, do you? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go with this one. If you were to have a lyric tattooed, what would it be? Now, I'm not encouraging any tattoos, but if you were to have one lyric from one song tattooed, what would it be? I think Marwan's got one.
Ooh.
No, he hasn't.
No, I don't.
Anybody can throw a favourite lyric in there. Have I got you on that one?
There's so many to choose from for me.
Yeah.
Definitely something. I feel maybe something from for me, I grew up listening to Slipknot a lot, so something from their song Snuff for sure for me.
Right.
Definitely.
That'll be what you went for. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's move on then. Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush. Yikes. Where do I begin?
His wife's gonna love this.
My wife's gonna love this. Celebrity crush. Let me go. The singer of Arch Enemy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hayley Williams. Obvious.
Sorry, who?
Hayley Williams, Paramore.
Hayley Williams, Paramore.
Yeah.
Okay, we reviewed her new album a couple of weeks ago. What about my
I mean, since we're all going with musicians, I'll go with musician as well. Simone Simons from the band Epica.
Okay. All right. I don't know her, but I will take a look at her after the show. Let's go with this one. Drama or comedy when it comes to your movies?
Comedy.
You're a comedy guy, yeah?
Yeah, comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've got to have a good laugh in a rock and roll band like yours. Coffee or chai?
iced coffee, but chai normally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So-
if it's coffee, it's iced.
Right.
Otherwise,
Okay.
tea.
V60 hot coffee.
Coffee. Yeah.
Coffee. You said it like a New Yorker. Coffee. What else have we got here? Let me have a look. Oh, yeah. What's the top of your playlist right now?
The top of my playlist right now.
Yeah.
Vagabond by Ghostmane.
Okay.
Ooh.
Top of your playlist right now.
Where the Wolves Lie, Triton.
Right. Yeah, you mentioned that band earlier
Yeah.
on, didn't you? Are they a local band?
Yeah, they're a local band.
Oh.
One of the most incredible local bands here as well.
They opened for us in the Fridge. I'll be honest with you. I was nervous going on the stage and like seeing the crowd and everything. When I saw Triton performing, I felt like I was in the Metallica concert all over again.
Really?
Yeah, they're incredible.
It looks like it.
They
You've
bring
got to
the
put me in touch with Triton. I've got to have a
For
chat with
sure.
those guys.
Sure. Definitely.
Top of your playlist.
Right now, I would say Motto by NF.
Okay, you're listening to a lot of bands that I've not come across before. But anyway, it's been fabulous to catch up with you guys
Pleasure's ours.
once again. If people want to follow you, who's the guy on in charge of that? It's you for all the stuff. Go on.
Follow us at Metarust_band, and in any website, any site that you can make an account, you can just search Metarust and you'll find us.
Right, and if we want to get some of your merch, I think we can get it.
Yeah.
Not just at the concerts, but in a shop somewhere?
Yeah, De-Obligate in Ibn Battuta. It's in the Persian courts. There's like a stand where this gentleman's selling a lot of band merch. You can find Metarust over there, or you can just give us a DM, or find us where we're performing next. Yeah. We'll have a friend of ours setting up the merch table. You get stickers, guitar picks, shirts.
We get them signed?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, cool, guys. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been absolutely brilliant catching up with you guys. Saif, Samir, and Marwan from Metarust, thank you so much for being with us on the show.
Thank you.
And I've got a funny feeling that prediction of mine is going to come true in 2023. You're going to go to the next stratosphere.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.